How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We have part 6 of the Japanese PRB02 series from the case that I purchased. I'm going to put the guy's contact information, his Facebook information. If you guys are looking to get any Japanese product, I don't have any deal with him or anything, but he shipped extremely quickly. He was able to ship this a day before release, so it came only a couple days after, and it's always been really well packaged. So if I ever buy Japanese product again, I'll definitely be going through him. Just to recap, if you haven't watched any of the other videos and you don't want any spoilers on what we pulled, go ahead, watch a couple of those already. If you don't care, I was just going to go over a little bit of what we got, not specifically, but in terms of the hits. We have 2 gold dons and 0 SPs or alt art events through the first 14 boxes, I think. Let me see which boxes. Oh, we're doing 14 through 16. So the first 13 boxes, we've had 2 gold don and no manga, no SP. So we should be getting 2 more gold don and either 2 SPs or 1 SP and an alt event, and then possibly the manga. 4 hits, 4 major hits guaranteed, possibility of 5, and we have 7 boxes left. So 4 out of 7. Pretty good. These boxes should be some of the best. Although I've had a couple pretty good ones so far. I've yet to determine if I'm going to do the last video in 2 parts, just as 2 boxes in each video, or smoker. I wouldn't mind to get the gold or foil of that don. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do it as a 4-box opening. That might be pushing 17 to 20 minutes, so I don't know if that video would be too long, or if I did two boxes each, then it would only be 8 to 10 minutes each video. Whoops. Jewelry Bonnie, Don. All right, so I don't think we've gotten a hit yet, and we have 3 packs to go. I have a bad memory, I can't remember. Should be getting alt art and SEC. There's our SEC, Silver Israeli. I'd stop and look at it more if we haven't seen it 4 times already. This set is great if you're needing some SECs and you don't want to fork over. Unfortunately, we did pull this one in the last video, so I'm most likely going to be giving that away. You do see a lot of the same cards, so there's a good chance of duplicates, but I will say there are a lot of alt arts, so you wouldn't think that the duplicates would be that common. I watched a couple videos of people opening a case and had somewhat similar problem of getting, oh, Charlotte Pudding, Gold Don. Not necessarily one of the premier top Don chases, but the pink and the gold go off of each other really well. Sanji in the middle. Can't complain about that. All right, good start for the first box. And for reference, that was 22 flat on the weight, 22 grams. And all the gold dons, the 3 gold dons that I've pulled have been in packs 22 grams and above. And each box only has, that's a really cool Zorro card. I'm sure I've pulled it 17 times, but I've usually just glossed over it. Each box has typically only had one pack. There might have been one box with 2 packs that were over 22 grams, which is, I've said it before, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I haven't really gone over this one that much, but it's really cool how they have the film foiled on this Luffy. Yeah, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but the gold Dons are a big part of this set, and it's a top chase for a lot of people in these sets. And unfortunately, it looks like I haven't done any more weighing of the individual cards, but it's been pretty apparent through the first 13, well 14 boxes now. The foil or gold Don comes in the last 2 packs. More often it comes in the last pack. And the gold Don has come in packs heavier than 22 grams every time. First SP, man, this is back-to-back, well, back-to-back pudding boxes. These SPs, and then we have another Kobe. Let's take a little bit of a closer look with it. A lot of these SPs, they do a really good job of playing with the, let me turn up my brightness a little bit. They do a good job of playing with the border. You can see she's cutting through kind of her name banner down there. There's some pretty good texturing on it. I'm definitely a fan. Wasn't my top chase for the SPs. I can't complain getting any of the SPs. Oddly enough though, I didn't really consider it until I was about to put it in the pack. There's how many packs left? 2, 4, 6 packs. So this came in the fifth pack, the 5th lightest pack, and it was 21 point, I think that's 80. Handwriting's pretty bad. This whole box is fairly heavy. It's uncommon to have this many above 8, at least what I've weighed so far. But that's promising that the SP came in a middle of the road pack. Whoops, Chopper Don. Because that obviously all the SPs are top chases for people. So if those aren't weighable, that's a huge plus. Gold Don, a little bit different story. And I guess that's because, I mean, if you're getting a hit, if you're getting an alt art, if you're getting an SP, it's replacing one of the foil cards that are already in the pack. So the weight differential between a regular foil and the hit is probably not that great. However, if you're getting a foil Don or a gold Don, you're replacing a non-foil card with a foil card. Spoiled that one, Law SEC. So I think that's the reason why the foil and the gold Dons are always in the back, because the weight differential between a non-foil to a foil is obviously going to be greater than if you took just a regular foil and replaced it with an SP. Next Drake. So we pulled an SP and an SEC. 2 packs left. We should still have, I'm not positive, but I think the SP is an extra hit. So we should still get an alt art here. And then our regular foil Don. Newgate. This one is probably one of the top alt arts that I would be searching for. It's really nice. There's so much going on, so much foiling. It's a really nice card. It's been a pretty good box. Newgate alt art. Pudding SP. Hopefully I don't pull the other SP in the next box or nobody will stick around. Nice. This is probably the best box yet. Shanks Foil Dawn. It's my number 2 Gold Dawn chase, but I haven't pulled the Foil Dawn Shanks yet, so I'm very happy with that. That was a nice box. Pudding SP, Newgate Alt Art, and a Shanks Foil Dawn. It's going to be hard to top that with this box here. So just a quick update on the hits. That was our 3rd Gold Dawn, so we still have 1 more Gold Dawn in the next 5 boxes. And that was our first SP, so we should have 1 more SP or Alt Art event. 1 Gold Dawn, 1 Alt Art / SP in the next 5 boxes. I don't know how mangas affect the hit rates. I've been getting a lot of these base Yamatos, which I'm not unhappy about. Could create a playset of it. But I would be very happy if my last Gold Dawn, or I'd take even the Foil Dawn, is of that Yamato. Nico Robin, I don't know if I've looked at this one that closely either, but nothing too crazy on the foil. All right, I was wondering what, because I pulled a couple alt art events and I saw Rob Lucci in there. I didn't know what event that was, but I believe that's Finger Pistol. The alt art events can be sometimes difficult to identify because the perspective is fairly different than the regular card. Oh, this one is not easy to open. All right, I don't believe we've had any hits yet, so we're still looking for SEC, Alt Art, and with our luck in the other couple boxes, I'd say we're just gonna get a regular foil Dawn. I might have skipped over this Zorro several times too, but I don't remember it too much. There's another Bond Clay. We haven't gotten one of those in a while, but it is probably our 4th one, I think, that we've gotten. All right, Alt Art, Foil Dawn. And then I'll try to quickly grab that SP so we can take another look at it. Maybe grab the SP and the Gold Dawn just for a quick recap. Should have an Alt Art in this set, or in this pack. That is also slightly unfortunate. I've pulled this one twice, so that's definitely a giveaway. All right, last pack. Which Foil Dawn, as long as it's not Kobe. Oh, that's unbelievable. That's the 4th foil Kobe Dawn that I've pulled, so slightly unfortunate on that. All right, let me quickly grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I end up putting these all back in so I can weigh them later. And if I can't find it quickly, Where's the SP? All right, that was a failed attempt. We'll just review the pudding Gold Dawn, which is really nice. The foiling on it's really nice. Sanji in the middle. All right, so next video will either be 2 or 4 boxes. We still have 1 Dawn to find and 1 SP or alt art event. I appreciate you guys for continuing to stop by, and I'll see you in the next one.